The musical style which paved the way for much of the music you hear today. Now some local students are banding together, making sure you don't forget the power of jazz. KTSM 9 News reporter Cesar Vasquez with the notes.
1, 2, slow, 2, ready, and.
It's such an amazing form of art that I don't think it'll ever die.
Basically, the Jazz Project is something that me and my friends put together like in a matter of 3 days.
Even if you're not a musician, it's always your dream to start a band, and like you see that all over the place. We're like, hey, we should just get together with some friends and start a band, and that's exactly what we wanted to do. But the thing is, we already played instruments, and we are all in a band together, and we decided, well, it would be so cool if we started our own band. And that's exactly what we did.
And it started with just a few members, you know, maybe a trumpet player here, trombone player there, and they were just asking people, hey, who can we ask to join? Just
like that, we started getting together in our drummer's garage. Like, we would cram about 20 people in there, and we would just play, and it was kind of awful because it was in the middle of July in El Paso. And there's a bunch of us in this tiny little garage, and it was brutal, but it was a lot of fun.
It was cool seeing students from Isleta Independent School District, Socorro, EPISD, and we even have like our guitar player, he's from UTEP, and he even wanted to join our group. And it's just cool seeing them, you know, put everything aside, that they're from this school, they're rivals from this school, and just putting all that aside and just coming together, collaborating for music. That's pretty cool to see. The band is very versatile when it comes to the literature. They get some old standard jazz and they get some new jazz that helps them grow as musicians.
You could read off the ink, you know? Like, you can interpret it however you want it, you can play however you want it, and jazz is so expressive, and you can do so much more with jazz, I believe. And the way I've seen it bring this band together, like, I can only imagine what it's done for other people. To those that say jazz is dead,
to the people who say jazz is dead,
I just see it as a form that will never die.
I understand where they're coming from, but there's a very famous quote that says that goes, jazz isn't dead, it just smells kind of funny.
I think the main thing that we want to do as EP Jazz Project is to play for the community, to give to the community. We don't really do it for ourselves, we do it for everyone else, because there is this saying that jazz is dying, and we like to say that it's not, and we like to prove people that it's not, and that jazz is still relevant to this day.
And you'll be able to catch the band performing soon. The EP Jazz Project plans to perform in this year's Music Under the Stars.